reasons. Oh my God, I haven't been home for months. Oh my God. See now, if you could play piano like that to girls, man, I tell you. That is Elizabeth Hobson. Look at all those hats. I just want to do a quick one because Rusty did something special just for me. Oh my God. I got to go to bed. Fuck, man. I drove 8 hours today and I don't want any more of this. Please. Full screen layout. Okay. I've had enough. Here we go. Are you ready? Rusty Rivers coming to the meetup next weekend, 7 days from today. Here in St. Charles, Missouri. Go ahead.
Run!
Papa, do it!
Get to the chopper! Get to the chopper, James!
Do it
Get
now.
to the chopper! Get to the chopper!
That's beautiful, Rusty. Thank you. That is, oh my God. Let's sing a song. Rusty Rivers. Rusty Rivers wants me to get to the chopper. Get to the chopper. Do it now. Oh, thank you. Let's play it again. That's good. That's really good. Thank you, Rusty. If I could do it, can we replay the fucking thing?
Sully.
There we go.
Run!
Run! Get to the chopper.
Go!
Do it.
Get to the chopper!
Do it now.
Get to the chopper, James! Get to the chopper! Get to the chopper!
Now you can get Rusty out of Louisiana and Mississippi, but you can't get Mississippi and Louisiana out of the Rusty Rivers Valley. Get the chopper, James. Down to the barbershop. Gonna get some crawfish there. We're gonna do a crab bowl. Oh my God, we got some po' boys down there. I'm going to Dauphin Island. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have some fun. Oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you, Rusty. That was really fucking fun. I really appreciate that. Thank you, sir. And it's going to be like in a week, we're going to get together and have debaucherous activities. Well, not as bad as, what is the guy's name from Portland? God damn.
Setup,
I need to go
really
to bed.
cool. That
Holy
gong's
shit.
not going anywhere. That was
Gong's not going anywhere. All right,
There's so much
Christine.
devastation in today's world. There is war, there's famine, there is...
And I mean, she's so cute. Look at her. Look at she's so cute. Oh my God, you silly bastard. Christine. You're so cute. She's all right. I like her hands. If I have to say it. God. Oh, wait. The other thing. Oh, my God.
The threat of a nuclear apocalypse at literally any moment.
I mean, can you imagine the horror, the debauchery that's coming out of next weekend? No, we're going to go to jail. Excuse me. Whoa. What did I didn't say. We're going to go to church. That's what I meant. Praise Jesus. Easter Sunday. God bless everyone. All right, go ahead, Chrissy.
Moment, and here in the West, we just seem to love to make matters worse because what could have been a paradise is now filled with promiscuity.
Gee,
if you like this video, as always, please do give it a thumbs up on your way out. Be sure to subscribe to the channel to keep up to date. Voted for men to be allowed.
No.
And female.
That was great. That was a step in the right direction. That is setting the record straight. First of all, there's only 2. But unfortunately, it goes deeper than that. And we need to somehow...
Oh, this is the Supreme Court thing in England who said there's only, by the way, 2 genders. There's men and women. Oh, my God. Brandon Trueblood is in. Hello. Real question is, are you going to be starting? Well, it's looking promising. Yes. It's not exactly defined yet, but maybe. Yeah, maybe. We're going to try our best here. Oh, my God.
Be able to define Okay, well, what do those two really mean? Because there are a few crazies out there that seem to think to qualify as one or the other, you simply have to play dress up. Well, it
Oh my
seems
God.
that finally, and actually the most surprising part about all of this is that from my own country, finally, we have an answer. Hey, it's Christine Grace. Welcome back to the latest Lunacy. Today we have got so much to get into. This is all breaking
Okay,
news. It's all very hot right now, so I'm going to
yeah.
try squeeze in as much as I
Yes.
possibly can for you.
Yes.
So, with regards to the question, what is a woman? Well, as I'm sure many of you have seen,
I mean, you kind of look like a chick. You look like a chick there.
and if you haven't, I'm about to tell you, Matt
Kind of, you know.
Walsh, who is a social political commentator, he works for the Daily Wire.
Matt Walsh,
He has already tried to answer this question. What is a woman? Now, you might be asking, if you're kind of out of the social media sphere, why would you need to answer what is a woman, Christine? Isn't that obvious? Well,
no, it's complicated.
you
Isn't
would
it?
think so, but
Isn't it?
apparently it
It
isn't,
ain't
because we've got
complicated for
men
normal
dressed up as
people.
women who seem to have
Normal people, it's not complicated. If you've got a dick, you're a man. If you got a vagina, you're a woman. Easy. Easy peasy. If you got a penis, you're a dude. And if you don't, you're not. It's pretty simple. It's not that hard.
have been allowed into women's restrooms, women's sports, and even women's prisons. Yeah. So initially, when the sexes were separated in prisons for women's safety, women then voted for men to be allowed in their prisons because they are dressed up like women. And now those same women, yes, indeed, are complaining about their own mistake. Beside the point. But anyway, Matt Walsh did a little documentary titled What is a Woman? And he basically went out.
Excuse me, ma'am. Andrew, fuck, I can't think of his name. Andrew Wilson went on the other day on something, Piers Morgan or whatever, some shit. And it's like, excuse me, can you explain this thing? Well, but you're an evil Nazi. It's really simple. You know, there's really nothing to it. It's as easy as breathing in the morning. If you got a dick, you're a dude. If you don't, you're not. Simple. Why make it complicated? Well, because they have to, don't they? Well, but what about my feelings? Well, your feelings are your own. But that doesn't mean you can change your genes, dude. Oh, God almighty.
Out and asked a bunch of people,
go to bed here,
what does a woman mean to you?
Yeah, what is it?
Well, you're at the Women's March. You must have that.
Wait a minute. Chicks? Oh, my God.
What is a woman?
What is a woman?
Can you tell me that?
Fuck, I don't know.
What is...
Well, let's see. She is a female with a vagina. Now, if you're a trans person, you want to identify as a woman, you want to dress up in the clothes, be fancy, and I get it, you know. Some people like that. But you're not a real woman. But some women can have babies, so you're evil and you're a Nazi. Shit, God almighty.
Is a woman. Can you tell me that? Oh, you're at the Women's March. You must have some idea. Please, if one person could tell me what a woman is.
You are not here for women. We ask you to leave.
What?
And Christina's so cute. Sorry, you call me a simp. See, oh my God, she's got hands and shit coming out of the sweater.
Is that?
That's my absolute. I'm like, oh my God.
I'm a father of four. I host a talk show. In particular,
there is not one particular
books. I like to make sense of things. A woman is not anything in particular.
There is not one particular thing.
No.
It could be many things to many people.
Could be anything.
Some women have penises, right? Some men have vaginas.
I like scented candles.
Well, no.
Some women have penises. Some men have.
No. That would be no. If you have a penis, you're a dude. If you don't, you're not. Penis needs banning. If you don't have one, you're not. It's a really simple question. Oh, God, here we go. All right, go ahead.
Of vaginas. And that is why my show is called The Latest.
I mean, is it only me, or is, her hands peeking out of the sweater? I know. Call me what you want. Simp. An idiot. There's something I
Lucy.
hear.
So
I like that. Go ahead.
you get the gist. The world's a mess. A bunch of crazies have been given, and bearing in mind, it is a very small group of crazies that just have an extremely loud voice that have taken center stage for whatever reason in today's society.
The only reason these people have a loud voice is because people let them. Now, I have nothing against trans people. You want to be a trans or transvestite, go. But if you're born with a dick, you're not a woman. If you're not born with a dick, you are. Oh, but Hamster, what about the corner cases? Where there's Do you know why they call these things corner cases? Just curious. How far did your education go before you went off the fucking crazy train?
And they are insisting, like this one crazy we just heard, that sex is interchangeable, and if you act a certain way and if you dress up a certain way, then you can qualify as a different sex. But yet when you ask them, okay, so what are the requirements for that? They have nothing, because the whole thing makes zero sense.
That's right, Christine. She's on top of this.
So whilst I enjoyed this little documentary, this little social experiment that Matt Walsh did, in terms of actual reality and in terms of men actually being in women's spaces, trans women being in real women's spaces, a documentary isn't actually going to do much because of certain laws that have been tailored and pandered to these crazies. Well,
yep.
That is until now. People are finally waking up. People are finally asking questions. People are questioning, has this lunacy gone too far? And for how long has this insidious...
Oh, Brandon, you're such an evil bastard. But are we going to Lenny's next weekend? Because I'm really looking forward to it. I had some crappy breakfast up in Wisconsin. I mean, it wasn't bad. It was eggs and, sausage. It was all right. But I want that Lenny's. Are we going to do that with the Corn Master from Nebraska? That sounds really good. I hope so. Oh, my God. All right, let's go back to the thing and listen to this again.
Agenda been kind of growing below the surface to the point where it's now being spewed out to the masses. Has it been hidden in plain sight? What's really been going on? How have we allowed society to get to this point? Candace Owens is someone who has been digging into what's being hidden in plain sight right beneath our noses. She's been looking at the First Lady of France, Brigitte Macron. And the reason I use quotation marks is for this reason.
Theory is that Brigitte Macron was actually born Jean-Michel Trogneux. That is the person that you are seeing in this photo here on the far left.
I just don't care. Am I supposed to care that Brigitte Macron, the First Lady of France, was a thing? I don't give a shit. What does that matter? Whatever. If the president of France, Emmanuel Macron, that's his thing, whatever. I don't care. Good. But if this woman was born as a man, she's still a dude. That's all I'm saying.
That would make her...
I don't care what it makes her. I don't care. I don't
8
care.
years older than she is currently presenting herself to the public. Of course, you're probably thinking rationally, you're coming online, you're going, okay, well, where's Jean-Michel? Well, guess what, guys? He's missing. Now let's go back to that second photo that I showed you that the Daily Mail had embedded into their article. The one that I just instantly, without even having looked into the story, said, that looks too new. I mean, Brigitte's pretty old. That's actually a recolorized photo of her daughter, Tefon. I'm going to show you a side-by-side here.
I mean, with all this AI shit going on, fucking, we don't know what's going on.
It is very obviously to phone. So you're telling me the media gets onto the story, and as a way to debunk it, you accidentally present a photo of your daughter and recolorize it into black and white?
Right.
Again, you guys, this is not normal.
Crazy, right? Just absolutely absurd. And I promise you guys, there's going to be a video on this whole Brigitte Macron stuff. I'm going to be reacting to some of Candace's research because she has done an extensive amount, and I haven't dug into it too far, and I definitely want to learn something. So stay tuned.
Actually, I don't care. I really don't give a shit. Some people say, well, Michelle Obama is Mike. I don't fucking care. Just maybe I'm alone in this, but I just whatever. Whatever.
That for sure. But as you can see, society has been blurring the very real, very hard lines that are the differences in sex. And it seems to be that these lines have been blurred for years, blurring the differences between masculinity and femininity, kind of trying to erase what it means to be masculine, what it means to be feminine, what it means to be a man, what it means to be a woman. And somehow, despite the obvious, there's even a whole area of research that is dedicated to proving what anyone with 2 eyes, a brain, and some common sense knows to be the obvious differences between men and women. And
you mean besides the all right, boys, I gotta go to bed. Hit the like and button and things, and we'll see you tomorrow. And in a week at the MGTOW meetup here in St. Charles. You guys have a wonderful night and happy Easter. Jesus Christ is risen. If you're Christian, you like that. I do. I'll see you later. Bye.